Hello, this video is about using gerunds and infinitives. My name is Christy Reyes. Gerunds and infinitives are similar to nouns, so let's start by reviewing nouns. A noun is a person, place, or thing. First, a noun can be the subject of a sentence. For example, technology is interesting. Technology is a noun, a thing, and is the subject of that sentence. Nouns can be objects in a sentence. For example, he likes computers. Computers is a noun and is the object of the sentence. Nouns can also be in the position as objects of prepositions. Prepositions are words such as in, on, at, for, to, from, by, about, around, etc. For example, she is fascinated by that career. Career is a noun and is the object of the preposition by. Now let's move on to gerunds. Gerunds can be located in the same places as nouns. However, a gerund is an activity. An example of a gerund as the subject of a sentence is the following. Studying is fun. Studying is a gerund. It is the subject of that sentence. Now, gerunds as objects. An example of a gerund as the object of a sentence is the following. I like learning new things. Learning is a gerund. It is the object of the sentence. Gerunds can be objects of prepositions in a sentence. An example is the following. The students are interested in improving their English. Improving is a gerund. It is the object of the preposition in. How is a gerund formed? A gerund is a verb with ing. Studying English is my passion. I like studying English. I am interested in studying English. Here are the spelling rules if you need to pause and review for adding ing onto any verb. Now let's move on to infinitives. Infinitives can be located in most of the same places as nouns. Here is an infinitive as the subject of a sentence. To speak perfect English is my goal. Next is an example of an infinitive as the object of the sentence. I would like to speak perfect English one day. It's important to note that we only use gerunds after prepositions, not infinitives. We cannot say, I am interested in to improve my English. Use gerund, not infinitives after prepositions. I am interested in improving my English. How is an infinitive form? An infinitive is to plus the base form of a verb. I like to study English. In the object position of a sentence after the verb, whether you use a gerund or infinitive will depend on the verb. Some verbs require a gerund. For example, I enjoy studying English. Enjoy is a verb that requires a gerund, not an infinitive. Some verbs require an infinitive. I want to improve my English. Want requires an infinitive after the verb. Some verbs will take either a gerund or infinitive. I like listening to music while I study, or I like to listen to music while I study. With the verb like, you can choose gerund or infinitive. See the list provided in your class packet. Sometimes the meaning changes with a gerund or infinitive. There are some verbs like this. For example, stop, remember, and forget. Here's an example. She stopped eating fast food. When we use the gerund after the verb stop, we mean to quit a habit, to stop doing something. Here is an example of the verb stop with an infinitive after it. She stopped to eat fast food. This sentence means she stopped what she was doing at the time to get some food, or she stopped in order to buy food. So you can see the meaning has changed. Here is an example with the verb remember. He remembered meeting her. This means that he met her in the past and then remembered that he had already met her previously. So when we use the gerund after the verb remember, this means to remember something that had already been completed. Here's an example of remember plus an infinitive. I remembered to meet you. This means I didn't forget to meet you, or I didn't forget to do something that I needed to do. So when we use remember with infinitive, it means to remember to do something that is necessary. Finally, forget. Here's an example of forget plus a gerund. She forgot eating at this restaurant before. This means that she ate at this restaurant previously, but she doesn't remember. And forget plus infinitive, he forgot to go to the dentist. This means he was supposed to go to the dentist, but he didn't do it because he forgot about the appointment. He forgot to do something he needed to do. Do you have any questions? If so, bring them to class. See you soon.